Bob Weiner, Democratic strategist and former communications director for Clinton drug czar General Barry McCaffrey. Bob, GOP are arguing, wait a minute, Mr. President, you can buffer the potentially more severe cuts simply by reallocating these cuts to more bloated areas of government inefficiencies, for there are many. Your take on this, Bob Weiner?
My take is by 20 points, the American people want a balanced approach, which includes revenues from the disproportionate breaks that hedge funds, oil companies, and corporate jet people get. That's the answer. Boehner was for that, by the way, before he was against it.
We can't possibly have as much impact on our deficit through the raising of revenue as we can through the cutting of spending. So why falsely project the two as if they are equal, Bob Weiner?
You've got to be kidding. You obviously didn't read the Library of Congress report that said that the tax breaks that are out there now for the wealthy have hurt the economy and hurt productivity and would take us into austerity like Europe. You obviously haven't read that, or all the economists that say that. And I spoke to the London School of Economics, and unanimously they agree that the approach should be people programs to jack up the economy, not more tax breaks for the rich. And you don't screw the people like seniors, kids, students, the hungry, the sick.
They're worrying about cuts to agencies they've closed, Bob Weiner. Why is that? Why are they worrying about cuts to agencies they've already closed?
Well, there is some ineptness there. And the National Drug Intelligence Center was a redundant agency, and I'm fully aware of that, having been the spokesman for the White House Drug Office. But nonetheless, don't try to take this out on payroll taxes, which even all the Republicans were saying was stealing from Social Security. That's the reason the payroll taxes, which was a temporary tax holiday, has been restored
until
to
the election
2 year ago level.
Yeah,
and that was always
Obama could get reelected.
You do a temporary thing, and then the Republicans want to claim it's permanent. That's their strategy. It always has been.
They're additionally talking from the administration as well as the president's Democratic brethren about all the savings we're going to be able to enjoy from the discontinuation of these two wars. But, Bob, since when do the ends of loans become a surplus of cash, especially when they're loans with remaining outstanding balances, Bob Weiner?
Well, that's the very point I was making about the payroll tax, which was by law to pay for Social Security. Your point is well taken. So what you've got to do is take deeper
So you agree that the Democrats were wrong. Wait a minute. So you're agreeing with me that the Democrats are wrong when they characterize the discontinuation of these two wars as being a surplus of cash?
Obama at least put them on the budget. Bush refused to call them even budget items. Now at least we recognize we were paying for them. So what you've got to do is take deeper cuts in the military where we spend more than the next 13 countries combined. That part of the sequestration I actually support.
So, Bob, why is that again? We're always getting these confused. Why don't people see the difference between actual cuts versus cuts for increased spending, Bob?
I think you're right. I think we can all agree here and have a centrist agreement that we should be talking real numbers of real cuts. I absolutely support your point on that.